Yo, peep this. You just clicked on Let's View It, and I'm Tyrone Cross. Welcome to my channel, so you already know. Let's view it. 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 What's up, real ones? Y'all know what it is. Welcome to Let's View It, the realest YouTube channel on YouTube. And I'm not scared to say that with my chest. And if you don't know what this channel's about, then that's probably because this is the first time that YouTube has sent my channel to you, or you ran out of other channels to watch and decided, hell, why not give this one a try? And if that's the case, then you're new to the crew and we welcome you. And all I ask is, after this video, if you like how I do what I do, please subscribe, please help support my channel. I'm just trying to make it grow. I'm trying to keep my grind going, and I'm trying to get you guys the truth, but also entertain you. And if that all sounds good to you, then you should be a happy camper. Now let me start this video and give me the pleasure to tell you guys that trans people are really upset at someone, and you won't believe who it is. Time's up. It's Alice Cooper. You know, the really old rock star that kind of dressed like a woman and wore makeup. Well, he has an opinion about this transgender movement. And guess what? It's not what they wanted to hear. He called it a fad. So now the transgender community is coming after him. But you know I'm not gonna let them do my boy like that. So you already know. Let's view it.
Okay, but why do you dress like a queer, though? Like, if this is a fad, it's your fault, right? Like, you're the one who kind of did this first, you know? Also, pot calling the kettle black much? Like, you were a part of one of the most irrelevant music movements in history, so... Like, you're not delusional enough to think that your music is still relevant to the modern world, but, like, you still find your career important to you, I assume. But unfortunately for you, we've been around a lot longer than you've had a career, and also we're gonna be here a lot longer than after you die. BT Dubs, thanks for the compliment. So glad that you think that transness is so compelling that people are forming a fad over it. We're just that cool, I guess. We can make you abandon your whole fucking gender. Anyway, if you're gonna drop, like, stupid takes like this, at least go further back into the closet. We don't need any of this happening on you. It's not for you, it's for us. Thank you. When you start being queer, you can start wearing our looks, okay?
First, let me clear the air. I'm not exactly an Alice Cooper fan. Not that I think his music is terrible. I know some of his music, and some of his songs I actually like Poison, she's poison running through her veins. You know, and like, we're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. And also hits like, school's out for summer. School's out forever. Hopefully me remaking his music with my mouth will make it so this video has no copyright. But what I'm trying to get at is that I know his music, but I'm not exactly a fan of his, so I don't know all the information about him. So if I'm wrong about something, then please just correct me. But I'm gonna jump in and say, I don't remember him ever saying he was a female. I don't remember him ever implying that he was not a man, or even that he was a homo. Now, maybe he did. To my knowledge, I don't ever remember this. I don't remember anyone else telling me this. So why, my guy, are you acting like he reneged on being a transgender? Secondly, you're trying to claim that his music is irrelevant, but at the same time, you know he's a famous rock star. But lastly, because I got other clips to go through, you tried to diss him by saying, yeah, it's a fad and you started it. Well, if he started the fad, doesn't his voice have the most credit when it comes to speaking on it? And also, shouldn't you be in school, or is school out for summer?
So there are a lot of boomer celebrities that come out as transphobic, which is not surprising, but this is the first one that actually hurt me. Alice Cooper, man, your name is Alice, and you dress like that. How the fuck did you end up being anti-trans?
How is his opinion about the trans movement being a fad, transphobic, or anti-trans. I'm a pretty patient person, but I can't wait till this fad dies out, and then we can all look at them and go, well? And you know what? I don't know what it is, but something about Alice Cooper, nothing about that man, even though he wore makeup, possibly girl clothing, and had the name Alice, but nothing about him ever told me that he was a woman or feminine. Maybe he knows voodoo. I don't know. I heard he bit a head off a chicken, but I think it's just a rumor. You know, like Michael Jackson owning the Elephant Man's bones. I don't think he really owned those damn bones. But that's off topic. Back to the Alice Cooper hate.
Oh, Alice. Sweet Alice. You're in transphobe land. We have another rock star who is coming out against trans people. I'm really tired of these rock stars who push the gender norms like an Alice Cooper, a Paul Stanley from Kiss, a Dee Snider from Twisted Sister, or a Tommy Lee from Motley Crue coming out against trans and non-binary people. You yourselves challenged the gender norms. You wore makeup, had long hair, wore high heels, wore women's clothing. You also made music that catered to the outcasts of society. You yourselves were outcasts of society. So then you think it's okay to turn around and throw daggers at the back of a community who's hurting right now, simply because they're outcasts of society. They go against the societal norms, like you yourselves did. When I was little, my dad did something with Alice Cooper and brought me home a signed autographed picture from Alice to me, and I had it above my bed at his house. And as a little trans kid, I looked at that picture and I loved Alice because here was this human being who was bending the rules of gender. I looked up to you, Alice.
I don't know how it's possible to be a true outcast and a really famous rock star. I get he might have been able to reach to outcasted people or even embrace the persona of being an outcast, but in the end of the day, when the world loves you and you're selling out concerts, I don't think you're an outcast. You're actually the star of the show. And anytime I've ever heard Alice Cooper's music or Alice Cooper performing on MTV Music Awards, anytime I've ever seen him, I'm telling you right now, I never thought of him being a woman, looking like a woman, or trying to even act like a woman. Now I get he dressed kind of feminine and he wore makeup, but still, I don't remember him ever saying I'm a woman or trying to pass as a woman or not trying to be a man. So why do they keep saying that he was pushing gender boundaries? When? When was he pushing gender boundaries? He wasn't the first man to ever dress feminine. Possibly the first to be that popular, but I don't believe how he dressed and how he presented himself is why he was so popular. I believe it was more his music. If his music was complete trash or not touching that generation, then we wouldn't even know who Alice Cooper is. So I don't understand why. And like I said, if someone knows more about Alice Cooper and maybe he did say he was transgender or not a man, or possibly a female, or possibly both, please correct me. But I don't remember this ever being the case. Ever, 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 ever. So I don't know why these transgenders are coming on camera and saying that he pushed the boundaries of gender and did so much for them when I've never heard anything like this come out his mouth. And actually the first thing that I ever hear that does come out his mouth about transgenders is he thinks it's a fad. And this really pissed off the transgender community. But you guys want to know what my opinion is of why this shook the trans community up so much? It's because of who he is. It's because of all those things they listed. That he wears high heels, that he wears makeup, that he had long hair, that he pushed the boundaries of gender, as they say. And also that he did all of that before they were even born. That's why they hate that he called it a fad. Because how do you tell the person that started the fad that it's not a fad? How do you tell the person that dressed like a woman that he's a transphobe? You can't. Even though they're calling him a transphobe, trust me, their heart is not in it. They're not saying it with their chest. That's why they're starting to attack him personally. Go back in the closet. I don't remember him ever being in a closet. But you want him to go back in the closet? If one of us said that to you guys would say that's a hateful statement. But it's alright for you to say that to him. Oh, your music's not this. Your career's no longer. We all know that. He knows that too. I'm sure he's very comfortable with his career being over. What is he, like 60, 70 years old? Do you really think he's going to be touring the world What you hate is that he's doing everything that you're doing, but he's saying it's a fad, saying that he's not a woman, so now you don't know what to do with him. Because you can't call him a transphobe if he dresses like a woman. I mean, you can and you will because you guys call everybody a transphobe, so why not call him one too, even though he wears makeup? What a transphobe. So that's exactly why you guys are heated. This is a man who embraced dressing like a woman, got really famous off of it, and after all that, he's like, I'm still a man, you can't be a woman, this is just a fad, which it is, that TikTok has helped perpetuate. I honestly believe if it wasn't for TikTok, this world wouldn't be like this at all. There's way too many stupid idiots on TikTok feeding people whose minds are very vulnerable and just want to grab onto anything that's trending, be part of anything that's viral, just anything. That's why not only transgenderism is a fad, but also autism has become a fad and other mental illnesses have become a fad. And it's all linked to TikTok. So there you have it. Transgenders are coming after and attacking Alice Cooper because he thinks transgenderism is a fad. And how dare he have that opinion when he wore high heels and makeup with long hair. But now that you know the grandfather of men dressing as women has spoken, all I need you guys to do is comment below. Tell me what you think. Is transgenderism a fad? Or actually, has Alice Cooper ever claimed anything transgenderism? Has he ever claimed not to be a man? Has he ever claimed to be a female? Has he ever? But while you're telling me your thoughts, I'm also gonna need you to hit that bell like the hunchback. Also click that hitchhiker button and sub ride with me. And I'll see you on the next trip.
Day and night. Keep it real. Keep it real. Keep it real. All my life. Keep it real. Keep it real. Keep it real. Can't help Keep it real. Keep it real. Keep it real. That's why I keep it real. Keep it real. Keep it real.